Good morning, students. My name is Niranjan Pandey. So today I am here with you to start with phylum Mollusca general characteristics. So all the point I have mentioned here. So let's start today our class phylum Mollusca. Okay. The term mollusca has been derived from a Latin word mollus, which means soft. The term mollusca has been derived from a Latin word mollus, which means soft. Soft means very soft. They are very soft-bodied animals. Okay. So the term mollusca was coined by Linnaeus, Carolus Linnaeus in 1758. Okay. The term mollusca was coined by Carolus Linnaeus in 1758. Remember this point, most of the books have not highlighted this line. So I have tried to mention here because the students are asking me many times that, sir, who have coined the term mollusca? So here only in the first line I have mentioned that mollusca was coined by Carolus Linnaeus in 1758. Okay. So let's move to our characteristics. Members are mostly aquatic. So many of the members are marine, few are freshwater, okay, and some terrestrial forms are also found. Means terrestrial form means those who are found to be living on land. Living on land are called as terrestrial forms. Okay. Body is soft without segmentation. So segmentation is not found in this phylum. Remember this line. That segmentation is not found. Body is soft, but segmentation is not found. Okay. Then they have organ system grade of body organization. Organ system, very important. They are advanced. Okay. So organ system grade of body organization. Body organization grades are many types. So among them, organ system. First is cellular level, then it is tissue level, then organ level, then organ system level. Okay. So organ system grade of body organization is found in phylum Mollusca. Understood all of you? So next point is members are triploblastic. 3 germ layers are present. Outer ectoderm, middle mesoderm and inner endoderm. So they are triploblastic. And they shows bilateral symmetry. Symmetry is bilateral, which is advanced characteristics. Bilateral symmetry. Okay, sidewise we can have 2 part which will show mirror image. Understood? Body is divisible into regions like head, muscular, foot and visceral mass. Body is divisible into 3 regions: head, muscular, foot and visceral mass. Generally these animals, phylum Mollusca members, they move very slow. They are slow moving animals. Locomotion is very slow. So remember this one. This is an extra fact that I am saying about phylum Mollusca. So body is covered by a mantle and a shell. Mantle is an inner lining present just below the shell. Shell is the outer hard covering which is chitinous, okay, and protective in nature for the soft bodied animal. Respiration occurs by gills in aquatic form or ctenidia or gills. Respiration occurs in aquatic forms and by lungs in terrestrial forms. Lungs, okay, through lungs they will perform respiration. In terrestrial form you will find lungs are the respiratory structure, but in aquatic form you will find gills or ctenidia. Understood? Digestive system is complete. What is the meaning of digestive system is complete? Means presence of both mouth and anus. If mouth and anus are present, are 2 openings. Through one they will intake, that is through mouth, and one anus through which they will remove the waste matter from their body. So if the 2 openings are present in one animal, then the digestive system is said to be complete or alimentary canal is complete. Okay, so the term meaning is presence of both opening. One is mouth and anus. Okay, and developed. Developed as the digestive system means activation of enzymes, presence of enzymes, various types of proteolytic enzymes are found to be present in their digestive system that help the animal to digest complex organic food so that they can get their essential nutrients in required amount of time. Heart consists of one or two auricle and a ventricle. The heart which is present, which is dorsal in nature, and they have one or two auricle and a single ventricle is present. Understood? Single ventricle is present. Excretion means removal of the waste matter from the body is called excretion. How do they remove excretion? By the action of paired metanephridia. By the action of paired metanephridia, which are kidneys for the mollusks. Okay. Nervous system consists of three pairs of ganglia. Nervous system consists of three pairs of ganglia. What are the three? The cerebral, visceral, and pedal. These are the three ganglia which is found to be present in mollusks. Understood all of you? Members are mostly sexually dimorphic, means presence of both sex, means male and female are distinct. We can say that they are dioecious, but some bisexual forms are also found in mollusks. We will find some bisexual forms also. Understood? Then fertilization is external or internal. Fertilization means, what is the meaning of fertilization? Fertilization is union of male gamete and female gamete to form zygote. That occurs external and also internal in some forms. Okay, development is direct or indirect. This is the most important point in all animal group. That what is that development or direct or indirect? It is written directly in the book. Okay, so how can you memorize this one? By understanding the fact that development is direct or development is indirect. Direct development means the offspring which is formed by the hatching of egg or by directly from the parents which have similar resemblances to that of their parents, they have direct development. But those offspring which do not have their resemblances with their parents, they show indirect development. And indirect development lead to the formation of larval stage. So in case of mollusks, you will find trophophore larva. So through trophophore larva, they progress towards the adult. So you will say trophophore larva is the larval stage in mollusks. Understood all of you? Then example, you can give any two example, maximum 2 to 3 example you need to give, an easy example so that it can easily memorize by you in the time of at the time of exam time. It is very vital to give the example. If you are writing the scientific name of the animals, then you have to underline, or common name, no need to underline. So if you are writing the scientific name, memorize to underline. So it is one important fact that the students which are writing the example, if they are writing the scientific name, they are forgetting to underline. So it will be a bad impression, or it will not fetch mark in your coming exam. So I think that all of these points will be helpful for you for memorizing in your exam. So these points are very vital for the phylum Mollusca. If these characteristics are easily explainable or easily written by you, then you can easily get good marks in your exam. So thank you. See you in my next video, and my next video will be in soon about phylum Echinodermata. Okay, thank you all.